Hello and welcome along to CruiseAway, where we're ready to take you on fabulous cruise holiday adventures. And in this show, we are homing in on one of the most popular regions of the world to cruise right now. Can you guess from the pictures behind us, I wonder?
That's right, konnichiwa! Over the next half an hour, we'll be exploring the best of Japan with 3 cruise and stay deals that all include time in tantalizing Tokyo. Plus, we'll be showcasing 3 different cruise lines, so something on offer for everyone's budget and taste.
Yep, and if you're joining us for the first time here on Gecko, then first of all, welcome. And secondly, you might just be wondering who we are and what we do. Well, we know because we've been around for a long, long time, but let us introduce you to one of the biggest names in travel here in Australia.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Fabulous. Very, very nice. So that's us. That's who we are. We're here on Gecko every single day, myself and Joe, and we take all the major cruise lines as well. We deal with all of them. We bring you the very, very best deals. We'll bring as many as we can in the shows, in as many different shows as we can, right the way throughout the month. And behind all of that, of course, you've got our website, cruiseaway.com.au. But don't go searching just yet, because we have some real treats for you. How about going straight to the pinnacle of your cruising career in our first offer?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
It is Cunard, ladies and gentlemen.
You're beautifully dressed for Cunard.
Well, so are you. We can stroll arm in arm down the stairs.
I'm maybe more daytime, you're more evening.
That's daytime Cunard, that's acceptable.
Yes.
That's all right. We're wearing our fabulously fun tropical vibe when we're on Cunard, well dressed, suited and booted. It is the luxury Spring Flowers in Japan. That's the name of the game for this one. 15 nights, leaving on the 11th of May next year. Now we're going to fly you from Sydney to Tokyo for a 3-night pre-cruise stay in brilliant Tokyo, the capital of Japan, where it all happens. This is such a vibrant, enigmatic, really exciting city that is just full of energy, but in a whole different change of pace to what you're used to back home. Because everybody that goes to Japan says the same thing. They are just obsessed. They love it so much, and it's a very clean place as well. So, you know, wandering around from district to district, enjoying the layout is one of the things I'd be doing.
Do you know what, as well? Going there now would be a lot simpler than it ever used to be, thanks to technology, which probably came from Japan in the first place, actually. Because you've now got the ability on your smartphone to translate by taking pictures of words and it translating, or speaking the words in and having an instant translation. So actually, navigating somewhere like Japan has become so much simpler and so much easier. And the people, of course, are amazingly friendly and welcoming as well.
And the food, OMG. If you love Japanese cuisine, which I know so many of you do, you're going to love it. But then we are boarding the Queen. The Queen Elizabeth for 10 fabulous nights of cruising. I've been fortunate enough to spend a good month and a half on this ship. She is absolutely I was kind of working at the time, by the way. I wasn't just cruising the whole time, although I did have plenty of time to enjoy. And she is just as dazzling as she looks. If you seek out and crave that traditional and iconic cruise experience, there is nothing more traditional than Cunard. Those beautiful polished beams. They even have a museum on board to talk you through the history of the famed White Star Line. Everything is as classic as you'd expect if you love that traditional British element of being at sea as well, including that's beautiful, by the way. That's called the Enclave for your thermal suites. Very relaxing if you get a chance. But you have got your white gloved afternoon tea up in the Winter Gardens. That's a really lovely thing to do. Or in the dining room. Quite literally, you can enjoy scones, cream and jam and cakes and sandwiches every afternoon if you want to, because it's all included.
Or you can treat yourself to a little bit of a champagne afternoon tea, which might be a nice thing to do. But you know what? The whole feel, the whole vibe of Cunard is what you have been waiting for your whole lives if you've not experienced it so far. It is the ultimate, without being stuffy, without being overly formal. Yes, it does have that smarter aspect to it. of an evening, which you can choose to be part of or not just as easily. Very, very comfortable, but the absolute creme de la creme of classic cruising, but brought up to date, Joe, as well. Still
brought up to date, exactly. And you have ballroom dancing on board as well. They fly on world-class teachers. You've got people who do salsa classes, loads of fun to enjoy. Now, we are cruising out of the port for Tokyo. Our first port we're going to be heading into is Kagoshima, where you can visit some of the incredible natural thermal wonders such as the sand bath and hot springs. Next up to Jeju Island in South Korea. This is a world famous one for its natural gorgeous beauty. I mean, just look right there at the amazing waterfalls that behold you. Next on, we're into Taipei for the fantastic Miniatures Museum, which I'm desperate to visit, and the Martyrs Shrine, and also the Taipei 101 is where you can get some great views. Nagasaki is up next, and they have the gorgeous Peace Park to view there alongside the Suwa Shrine. You have some amazing shrines in Japan, Sengen shrines. Next up, we're up to Miyazaki, and this will take you through, again, some natural gorgeous beauty. They're known for their award-winning chicken. You might want to grab a dish. We're then cruising back into the port for Tokyo. We've included your transfer to the airport to fly home as well. You might want to talk to the team about staying longer in Japan or perhaps even heading on to somewhere else in Asia. But this is a lovely taste of the East, the taste of, not just Japan here, but also Korea. And you have some unusual ports as well on this itinerary, which Holland America is very well known for. Cunard, is very well known for.
And I tell you what, you are in such trusted hands here as well. It's incredible. For the adventure of a lifetime, you have that stay in Tokyo, but once you're on board Queen Elizabeth with Cunard, I tell you what, you are in the hands of the world experts as well. They're going to these regions, they're going to these ports for a reason, for their beauty, for their incredible adventures that you can enjoy while you are there as well. Let me tell you, 10 nights will never be enough. It will definitely invite you back for more opportunities in the future. Now, included in this offer for the 11th of May next year is your flight from Sydney to Tokyo. 3 nights in a hotel in the city. You lucky things to explore. Then 10 nights of cruising on the Queen Elizabeth with Cunard around Japan and South Korea. And of course, the flight back from Tokyo to Sydney. The price that we are going to give you right now, I feel, for the class of voyage, you're voyaging here with Cunard, you're not cruising with the masses, you are voyaging with the few as well. The luxury does not have a luxury inflated price tag either, which I think is incredible. When you think about where we are going to, just how popular the destinations are here as well, and who you are cruising with and how much is included in your cruise fare as well, to call that 5-star value for money is very much understating things, let me tell you. Because this is next year, you can put a lower deposit down on this right now, just $400 each, to lock in that price tag. Travel prices are very fluctuating here, there and everywhere, and they generally go one way and that's up. So take the opportunity now while we have it. It's going to be an amazing adventure on Queen Elizabeth. If you do want to upgrade your stateroom on board, here are the prices to do that for ocean view, for balcony, and of course when we talk suites on a ship like the Queen Elizabeth, we mean like no other suite you've experienced in no other hotel in the world. You lucky people. If you want to know more, speak to the team, 1300 306 134. Remember, we're a toll-free telephone number. We are there for you every single day, and of course we're backed up with the website as well. Just a nod and a word about Cunard Cruising as well. We book for all of the Cunard fleet on our website as well, so you can check that out at cruiseaway.com.au. And listen, if we are new to you here at CruiseAway, welcome. You'll love our shows every single day. Here's why so many people choose us.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
See, it's that easy to get your dream holiday booked and in the bag. We are your personal travel concierges. So we've actually curated these incredible adventures. You don't even have to think about anything because everything is included. Speak to the team. They will get the ideal trip for you.
Yeah. And we can tailor them as well. So if you ever want to adjust the stays and things that happen around the cruises, just talk to the team. Right, let us do a new adventure. This time we are cruising with Princess and the package is called Autumn Leaves and Winter Sakura. Oh, that sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You're going to be leaving on the 20th of October next year and you'll fly from Sydney to Japan for a 3-night pre-cruise stay in Tokyo. Lovely to be visiting in autumn, actually, with the changing of the colours. I think that's going to be as pretty as being there in cherry blossom season.
Oh, for sure.
I really do. I mean, look at this. Just absolutely beautiful. The colours, so vibrant.
If you have, if you have lucky enough to have aces in your garden, you'll know the way the foliage changes colour throughout the seasons, and it is absolutely spectacular.
Someone's a star gardener here. It's not me, I can promise you that much.
I have many.
I kill plastic plants. Anyway, after your 3-night incredible stay, you're going to be enjoying a voyage like no other on the Diamond Princess for 17 fabulous nights. This will become easily your home away from home. Whether it's relaxing on deck and watching their world-famous movies under the stars, they make a whole event of this, by the way, really fun, or enjoying your delicious food in the main dining room, which is a great opportunity to get to know other cruisers too. Sometimes they sit you at tables with other people so you can chat, really fun. Or maybe you're going to head to the Explorers Lounge for some entertainment, live music and drinks. Now, talking of entertainment, in the theatre, you've got spectacular shows and they are different every single night on Princess. Every single night.
Just going back to the movies under the stars, which is a wonderful experience, by the way, up on top deck, big screen, you in a lounger and popcorn. It's wonderful. And you don't have to buy tickets. How much was it the last time you went to go and see a film?
About $25?
Yeah.
$30. It depends where you are, right? If you're in the centre of Sydney or Brisbane or Melbourne, it could be insane amounts of money. So look, it's all included in your cruise fare. You've got delicious sushi. Now these are additional small nominal fees if you're going to the specialty restaurants, but well worth it to get a little bit of something different. They have award-winning food on board, by the way. This is the beautiful Princess Theatre, as dazzling as anything you would find in the entertainment district in Sydney or the West End in London.
Again,
it's incredible.
no tickets.
No tickets needed. Absolutely. And
no entry fee to the club.
No entry fee to the club. That's also another one. You remember back in the day when you had to pay like $50 to get into a club?
Yeah, and if you wanted to go out and come back in, you'd have something stamped on your hand
that would last for the next 2 weeks. Yes, we remember that back in our youth, misspent youth. But now it's all about enjoying the finer things in life, isn't it? Absolutely. And the Sanctuary is a lovely adults-only retreat. You can actually pay to go in there if you want to, or it's included in some fares when you have a certain stateroom. But you might want to go up to the spa and really indulge yourself in a plethora of different treatments. So we are cruising out of the port for Tokyo and heading straight into fabulous Okinawa, known for its famous Shuri Castle and the beautiful Peace Memorial Museum. Very special port, this one. Then we're on to Ishigaki Island, which has got lots of gorgeous natural beauty, and Kabira Bay boasts a stunning coral reef. And you wouldn't have thought, but Japan is great for snorkeling. Taipei next in Taiwan, known for the Lungshan Temple, and Elephant Mountain for your hiking. If you're looking forward to hiking on this trip, you're going to see amazing viewpoints. Back into Tokyo for the day. Oh, I love that we get some extra time in Tokyo. Maybe you're going to ride the bullet train, or you're going to head to one of the quirky cafes like the Vampire Cafe, the Cat Cafe. We're on to Omori next, and this is where you can see again some amazing history in the shape of the Hirosaki Castle, or perhaps head to the temple, the Shuji Temple right there. Sakata is next, and look at the beautiful autumn leaves. Maybe head to the aquarium to see some amazing marine life. The Sanko warehouses, these are old rice warehouses. Then next up, we are into the fabulous port of Kanazawa for its famous station. Take some pictures there or head to the castle park. Next up, we're into Sakaminato, and this is known for its coffee factory. You can bathe in the saltwater springs there too, because Japan's very geothermal, the islands of Japan. Busan's next in South Korea. So pretty, almost looks like Europe if you didn't see the buildings. I love that you've got those striking buildings right there though, and lovely temples await you. Nagasaki is next on our list, where you can go to the Inasakayama Park and look out in the Peace Park, or perhaps head to the Suwa Shrine, all the while seeing some amazing sights and beautiful temples, along the way scenic cruising. Back into that port for Tokyo, and again we made it so easy, we've included your transfer back to the airport, flying you back into Sydney. End-to-end flights are included. We're cruising all the way through Japan, stopping off in South Korea right there as well, and some wonderful, unusual names on the itinerary for Japan, which I'm loving.
Yeah, this is incredible. Actually, this is a double cruise as well, which is why you've got the extra call into Tokyo in the middle. So we're actually putting two cruise itineraries together here and saying, well, actually, it's a shame not to see all of those ports. And that just makes it that little more immersive, and actually you can truly say you've been to Japan. You know, a lot of people will go into Tokyo, they'll spend a couple of nights there and they'll fly home and that's it. Yes, we've been to Japan. Oh my word, if you've seen Tokyo, it's that much. It's a tiny proportion of what you can see in Japan at any time of the year, to be honest with you. This is a wonderful, wonderful time. Of course, it's great to go during cherry blossom time, but that's when everybody goes. Of course, the wonderful flora and fauna changes colour throughout the year, so this is a particularly good time to go, actually. Included in the offer, of course, your flight from Sydney to Tokyo, 3 nights in a hotel there, room only, and then you've got 17 nights of cruising on the Diamond Princess around Japan and South Korea, and of course that transfer back to the airport and the flight back to Sydney. I'm going to show you the price straight away, because I believe that you could spend this for a week in Tokyo. Look, you've got 3 weeks of holiday here, and we are looking there at just under $4,000. Of course, this is coming up, when is it? October next year. So we can put a smaller deposit down on that, which we'll talk to you about in just a moment. But that is one price to get nailed down pretty quickly. Let's have a look at the upgrades as well, if you do want to upgrade on the ship. And let me tell you, for your cruise of 17 nights, and I have to say, I don't think I've seen before, I know this is 2 itineraries together, but such a varied itinerary around Japan as well. It's incredible, and honestly, please don't worry that there are places that you look at and you go, I can't even pronounce that, let alone know where it is. Don't worry about it, because there's lots of information on board the ship as well. There are excursions on offer in every single port that you go to, and there's lots of information on your interactive TV, live presentations on the ship as well. You can do your own Googling and searching in the meantime as well. Just go and enjoy one of the most beautiful regions on Earth. I mean, it's where everybody wants to go to. It's such an adventure. It's so different. And as I said, technology has actually made being in Japan, because, you know, a couple of people have said to me, okay, I wouldn't visit Japan because with the best will in the world, it's very Japanese. And what they mean by that is all the signs are in Japanese and everybody speaks in Japanese, yes, and whatever. But actually, with the technology you've got now that can translate things, you can talk to it and it will translate there and then for you. So you can have a conversation with somebody in the street. You can take a picture of Japanese text. It'll put it into English for you.
It's really clever.
Yeah.
And if there's anywhere that's more technologically advanced than anywhere else, it's Tokyo.
Oh,
so
sure.
you know when you go there that they'll be used to, you know, tourists coming over and needing that translation. So it's just brilliant. Talking of Tokyo, we have another amazing Japanese adventure for you.
Yeah.
This is called Springtime in Japan, and it's 18 nights, leaving on the 27th of March. We are going to fly you from Sydney to Tokyo for a 3-night hotel stay. It's autumn in Australia. It's going to be springtime in Japan, which is phenomenal, because you'll get to enjoy, of course, those amazing, world famous sakura cherry blossoms just coming into bloom. Oh, the pictures I have seen just make me want to go there so much.
It's such a special time, and it's always impossible year by year to be able to say it's that day. It's that day when the blossom falls, when everyone is walking around with their little umbrellas and it's all raining down petals for you. But I tell you what, you are there at the right time of year to enjoy one of the most beautiful events times that you'll want to capture, I think. You'll want to be taking picture after picture after picture after picture.
Yeah, and make sure you go to the world famous Shibuya crossing, where 4,000 people can be crossing the street at any one time. Take some amazing pictures there. Now, after your 3-night stay in fabulous Tokyo, you'll be boarding the elegant and refined Holland America Line Westerdam Vista class ship. She's beautiful. She's just shy of 2,000 passengers. Perfect size, if you ask me, for cruising in this part of the world. You're going to be on board for 14 nights. And as you see just from that viewpoint, it's very traditional in terms of decor around the ship. You're not going to be seeing anything bright and over the top, you know, from one space to the next. It's very low-key luxury, but at the same time, it's a familiarity and comfort level that you will feel like you're not on a ship with 1,900 people. You'll feel like you're on a ship with 10 or 20,
and that's
but in a very good way.
Yeah, and that's nice because this cruise is as much about where you are going as how you're getting there. Do you know what I mean? So actually,
Yes.
I think you want to concentrate your focus on where you're going and discovering the places that you're going to.
Yeah.
So actually, you want your return back to the ship to be a nice, calm, relaxing haven of luxury.
You know, and the lovely thing is they'll have the canapes set up outside the ship on the boardwalk, you know, offering you water, and they've got the towels out there. It feels really special, honestly. And you talked about the fact it's a journey, you know, you're going on an adventure. You have your shore excursions team, they're called Explorations. They do a whole extensive talk on the destination, so you can pick out the very best excursion for you that will maximise your time and money in port, and you'll know what the different things on offer are. And of course, these are created by the ship, so it means you'll get back to the ship on time. It means that you'll be met on board the ship and taken out, and you're in a different part of the world you're not familiar with. You really have got that comfort level of them taking care of you when you're heading out into the port. They fly on world experts in these ports of call to give you lectures that are really interesting. It might be on, you know, Japanese history, it might be on the geishas, it might be on the ecology in this part of the world, or the geothermal aspect. I mean, it's just really fascinating to sit back and relax and enjoy these talks. And of course, there's nightly shows by the cast members. You have special also have special entertainment coming on from all around the world. It might be some local Japanese entertainment they bring on as well. Lincoln Center Stage, now this is the hub, and BB King's, these are the hubs of live music on Holland America Line. They're very well known for the live music. So we're cruising out of the port for Tokyo. A day at sea sees us into Osaka, for the world famous Osaka Castle Park. And also, we're not far from Universal Studios Japan. Maybe you're going to go there for the day. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Next up, it's Koshi, which is beautiful, known for its castle. Again, you've got lovely botanical gardens, and these are going to be opportunities for you to go to the local gardens and see those beautiful sakura in bloom. Hiroshima is next, where you can see the Peace Memorial Park. Again, that Shinto castle, which is very imposing and interesting, and some shrines there. Busan, South Korea is next, known for its famous fish market, and also you might want to barter and negotiate down in the local market and get some great souvenirs. Sakaminato beckons us next on the itinerary, where we can go to the Uzuma Grand Shrine, or perhaps head to the flower park. And I think I'd just be at every time I'd be looking for those sakuras. Sakura's next, and this is where you can visit the amazing clan ruins. And of course, we've got thousands of years of history in Japan, feudal history as well. Toyoyama, next up on the itinerary, with its beautiful castle, with its glass art museum, and also well known for its beautiful food, this one, and the light rail. We have got Niigata next, which is your lovely port city on Honshu, Japan's main island, and it's known for its 19th century customs house and seacoast walk. Oturu is next up. This is apparently world famous for its ice cream. You've got to try the ice cream, and the whiskey distillery right there as well. Next up, we are into Hakodate on Japan's northernmost island. Beautiful tower right there, the Toriyagato Park. And so much more. And then we are back into the port for Tokyo, we will include the transfer for you to the airport. So end-to-end flights are included. But so many opportunities on this itinerary to see those iconic cherry blossoms and do so much more sightseeing as well. It's going to be your beautiful deep dive into Japan and everything it has on offer. A lovely extensive itinerary on the Westerdam.
Yeah, I've just checked out, because year by year, the estimates that they make about the perfect sweet spot time can shift just a little bit, this is absolutely spot on to be there at the perfect time for the cherry blossom festivals, and fingers crossed for the cherry blossom to be falling on a day that you're there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So included in this offer, we've got the flight from Sydney to Tokyo, 3 nights in a hotel there, and then 14 nights of cruising with Holland America on their Westerdam around Japan in springtime. And we are talking cherry blossom festival time. And don't forget, at the end of the cruise, the transfer from the port to the airport at the end of the cruise is included, and the flight back from Tokyo to Sydney. By the way, if you want to go to Tokyo a few days earlier and have more nights in a Tokyo hotel, again, talk to the team. We can absolutely make that happen. But it is one of the most popular times to be in Japan as a country. There are particular places where they have really, really big cherry blossom festivals, but I tell you what, you are going to a lot of them here as well. $5,199 right now. This is the trip of a lifetime. This is one of those things that you may only do once every 10 years, 20 years, 30 years even, but it is one of those landmark holidays never to be forgotten. And if you haven't yet had the opportunity to cruise around Japan and explore, particularly at this time of the year, because it's where everyone wants to be, it's one of the most romantic and picturesque times to be there. It's incredible. You can put a low deposit down, of course, because this is happening for next year. Let's look at those upgrades and deposit prices. There they are on your screen there. So if you want to go up to ocean view, balcony or suite, those prices are also there for you. But you are doing, honestly, with as I was saying before on the Westerdam, with Holland America Line, full stop. If you're doing a cruise like this is about the adventure and the trips and the exploring of the ports. So you want to come back to a cruise ship that is somewhere to relax, unwind, have everything taken care of, have no hassles whatsoever, be served food and entertainment in style. It might just be that you've had a long day in a port and you just want to be left to your own devices at the end of the day. I'll have a quiet G&T, a quick supper, and I'll be off to bed. Thank you very much. And you can do that in peace as well, which is amazing. Speak to our incredible team on 1300 306 134. Do you know what? The more we talk about that particular offer, the more I feel drawn towards it.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
Excellent price.
Well, I've heard so much about, and obviously we've talked so many times over the years about the cherry blossom festivals. Our cameraman Richard behind the camera there, always in Japan, absolutely in love with it completely. And we've talked about cherry blossom festivals before and just how magical they are. That's the wonder of nature though as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, and the pictures you'll get will be absolutely once in a lifetime.
Yeah, could you send us some as well, please? We would love to see them. But listen, we're out of time for this show. As always, it's been an absolute joy. We love researching and working on these shows, thanks to our amazing team. Joe and I will be back tomorrow on Gecko with more fabulous opportunities for you from CruiseAway, and we'll see you then.
Take care.